morning and welcome to week 29 of training a miler for a multi-day, 6-day mountain race called Dragon's Back in September 2025. See you in a bit. So, proper good morning. How great is life at the moment, folks? It's the 31st of March 2025 and we have got, across most of the UK I think, certainly here in Essex, 2 weeks of sunshine, unbroken. That'll take us up to the Essex Road relays, and then hopefully it'll stay like that for another week, because it would be so nice to do a recce weekend of leg 1 over Cribgoch and Trivan in this sort of weather. So everything crossed that it stays like this. And then 2 more weeks after that, the next big test, Pennine Barrier 50 miles GB Ultras. So we have got a training block ahead of us, really quite a training block. Really looking forward to it. I'm all fired up. I've had my recovery week, got 2 weeks of sunshine, got to bounce in my stride. It only takes me a mile to warm my heel up and stop limping. I'll take that. If it's the way it is, it's the way it is. Just get on with it. So, yeah, here we go, another week. Cracking on. So let's talk a little bit about shoes. You saw a little clip there of my Scarpa Spin Ultras again, and I did say that I wouldn't wear them again till the heel pain had gone. Now, interesting though, I wear them and it hurts my heel for about a mile to warm up, then it completely goes away. But it's after wearing these that my walking around during the daytime is less painful. So I still hope they're my go-to shoes for Dragons, and even if this heel pain lingers, I think if it goes after a mile of running in them, then we can live with that and then limp around camp in the evening. So I'm going to see how I get on. I really hope, because they're so comfortable, that I can stick with them. But I think this week will tell and see how we progress. Hey, it's track when the sun's out, no floodlights, although we'll probably need them towards the end. So, track session tonight is a nice endurance-y but mixing in a bit of speed stuff. So we're doing 3 times a mile, and on each rep, on the first one you do a hard last 200, middle one you do a hard last 400, and on the last one you do a hard last 600. Get the idea, don't you? 4 minutes recovery between each one, so you can go quite quick on the mile reps. I'm going to get a 3.5 mile warm up in fast, and yeah, it's just nice to be back into a proper structured week again. Right, all smile, ready, now jump. Hey! Now, for this week, let's give you a tiny bit of extra insight into where I get a lot of my time on feet, because I'm very fortunate. I've got a gardening job, and this lawn here is typical. It's going to be about an hour of time on feet, and on average I'm getting about an extra 35 to 45, depending on which week it is, miles of walking. And it's trickle feed of aerobic, and it's very, very fortunate. Also, example, a couple of days ago I was up and down a ladder, 3-tier ladder, about 150 times. No, it wasn't 150 times, at least about 40 times maybe, which is elevation training. So it's great not to have a desk job and to be out in this beautiful sunshine. Afternoon, folks, welcome to Tuesday late afternoon. Just a nice gentle 1 hour recovery in the sunshine. Still blue sky behind me, look at that. Give you a bit of a heel pain update, which is all positive news. As long as I don't walk around without any shoes on indoors on hard floors, which is the time it proper hurts. Generally it warms up within half a mile on a run like this, and walking around all day in my work boots. I've got some good foam insoles, so I think it's beginning to turn a corner. Now that doesn't mean to say that a long run won't aggravate it again, but certainly from a training perspective it's turned a corner, which is good news. I like that. So that little shot there was, for anybody who watches a lot of these videos, the Flitchway, which is a 16-mile dead straight old disused railway line, and it's where I do pretty much the bulk of my training. And that leads me into what I'm going to have a little talk about now, which is the mental side of ultra running. Now, no matter how interesting the terrain is when you go on your big ultras, you're running for you're on your feet for a very long time, and the mind can start to entertain itself, and the most likely way it's going to entertain itself is by telling you that you're bored and also you shouldn't be running and you've got to what you're doing. In other words, they'll try and talk you out of your run probably. So one of the ways to train it to accept monotony, to accept long repetitive things, is to do that in training, and the Flitchway is perfect. What's also perfect is doing my 10k warm-ups on the track, because you're going round and round in circles for about an hour. And again, these small doses, definitely when I had to run 20 miles of canal in the GB Ultras a couple of weekends ago, these Flitchway runs made that a much easier experience. Otherwise I think 20 miles of canal would have probably done my head in. Now the other thing about the mind is you've got to do your utmost to keep yourself in a positive framework of mind all the time, and one of the best ways to do that through your day-to-day life is to just never complain about anything. Just as soon as you catch yourself complaining, stop, find the positive spin, change your attitude, because it's going to be so of paramount importance, because there will be across 6 days, especially with camp life, getting late to camp, all sorts of things, situations that are going to be challenging, and you've got to train the mind already before such an event to automatically catch itself complaining, or I'll catch it complaining, switch it around, turn it into a positive. It's got to be done. It's the only way. Okay, let's talk recovery as well, because that track session last night was kind of okay. It was 3 times a mile. I just ran them strong rather than flat out, because we kicked 200, 400, then 600 on 3 reps. All managed around about 6 minutes, and I think that's the key. With fitness, yes, I needed a recovery week, but it's how quick can you bounce back and feel your normal self again. And yeah, I'm very pleased to feel my normal self once again. Onwards and upwards, as we say. So, can you tell? I'm quite positive at the moment. Hope it stays this way. No reason why not. Sun's out. Now, this is interesting. For the first time ever, my Garmin has said that I am actually getting my training spot on target. I mean, historically, there's always been a low aerobic shortfall, and of late it's been a low anaerobic shortfall, but I've never ever in my whole life of owning a Garmin had on target load focus. Happy days, man. morning and welcome to a beautiful early start on a Wednesday, 2nd of April. Sun's not up yet, but it will be in a minute. Very little talking this morning, peoples. I prefer to just let the camera do the talking and just show you what a beautiful trail run this was this morning. I'm 12.5 miles in, 2.5 miles to go. It'll be about 15, and it has been absolutely delightful. See you tomorrow. And the surprise is that this week's video ends there and there's a part 2, so you'll have to find the recce of leg 3 separate video to see the rest of what happened this week. I've done them as separate because they're really 2 separate things, the training week and then the recce of leg 3. So head on over there, find the video. If I'm really clever, I'll try and make it pop up as one of the options at the end of this. So thanks for watching this week, and yeah, I mean, check out the leg 3 video. It's going to be there was some beautiful clear blue skies, and you just don't get that in Wales very often, and a little adventure at the end as well of the recce leg. So head over, and thanks for watching and stay healthy.